Are we gonna be giving new year, new us? New style? She over here with the chalk pastels. She's coloring. Welcome back, okay? Hey creators, welcome back to the channel. I'm Eris the artist. Why can't you remember her intro right now? Well, I didn't want to say studio because I'm not in the studio. Clearly, I'm driving in the car, y'all. I got a new mount. Don't nobody care, whatever. But can y'all see these beautiful flowers? Ah! Nelisha got me those. Okay, y'all know that my favorite flower is sunflowers. And yeah, when Nelisha came by the studio, she brought me some sunflowers and some beautiful art. Her original art, y'all, like, oh my God, it just like warmed up my life. And so I had brought them home because I've been looking at them every day and loving them. And then I was like, wait, let me bring these to the studio because I wanted to do a photo shoot with them. I wanted to take some photos and kind of stage a still life setup so that I can explore chalk pastels. I'm like, let me take these back to the studio. These sunflowers have been all over the world and back. So I'm headed to the studio, we're gonna do that. I also have a meeting today with an art panel. I probably can't tell y'all that I'm a panelist. I probably can't tell you what the art grant is because it might be a conflict of interest. Okay, so, but yes, I'm a panelist for an art grant. So if anybody's curious, a lot of different arts organizations who give artists different money, whether it's a grant, a scholarship, an art award, they'll contact artists in the area, or sometimes they'll contact artists nationally or internationally so that they can serve as panelists to read the artist applications, to see if they are a good fit and to see if they deserve the award, you know. So I'm I love being a panel, y'all. I feel like looking at other artists' work, reading their bio statements, just really seeing it. I feel like it kind of gives me that insider look to see like what's going on out in the world. Like I'm never really like researching artists, you know, so it's like just my head be down, y'all. I just be so focused on what I'm doing that I barely be knowing what's going on in the world. Okay. So, but taking hours and days at sometimes just sitting and reading other artists' applications, seeing their work, it's just always so inspiring. And I always just feel like it's such a privilege for me to be in a position to be like selecting the winners for different art awards. You know, I'm just like, what? It's so great. It's so great. It's so fun. Because I've also been on the other end. I've been on the other end when I've like received a grant or received an award. And yeah, that's just been super dope. Yeah, I have a meeting with the panel later today, and then I'm headed to the studio because I have a studio visit with Nagara. Shout out to her. She's the art curator for the art exhibit that we're doing next June. Oh, this is the perfect time to tell y'all. Okay, mark your calendars for June 3rd, 2023. Okay, Cornish College and the Neddy Award is doing a collaborative group exhibition at MOHAI, which is the Museum of History. Ooh, I always be fucking up MOHAI name. My bad, MOHAI. I love it. Look, they got my merch in their shop. I love MOHAI. We have the group exhibition at MOHAI, which is an incredible museum out here in Seattle, Washington, in the South Lake Union area. So it's going to be the 25th year anniversary of the Neddy Award. So it's going to be all the winners from the past 25 years is displaying their work. And yeah, I'm one of those artists. I actually had the opportunity, the privilege and honor. Man, that was life-changing for me, y'all, winning the Neddy Award. So I won the Neddy Award back in 2019, and that's a $25,000 grant that artists can use unrestrictedly to go towards whatever they decide to. And so for me, that's where I actually invested that money to get a bigger studio. And so that's the studio that y'all see now that I'm in. It was like, whew, I was scared. I was like, are we about to do this studio rent? This damn near double what you paying. Like, are you ready? And so winning that award gave me the cushion that I needed to have some savings if I wasn't able to make monthly rent all the time. I had this like reserve and like pot of money to cover my studio rent. So yeah, that was super duper huge for me. Yeah, so Nagara is coming by the studio today, and I don't really have like all of my work in my studio. A lot of them is at home, y'all. I've been like clearing space in my studio and making room for these new works that I'm gonna be working on. So that's really what I've been working on these days. I'm gonna be exploring chalk pastels and still lifes and just really taking some time to do studies and like do deep work and see where I want the next evolution of my artistic style to go. So yeah, we headed there. I'm gonna see y'all in a bit. In the house. Hey, yes. Look, works in progress. Okay, but what was you telling me about the...
Oh, I was going to offer this to you.
You're kidding. It's the jacket for me. You know, you put on something, make you feel like a boss. Oh, y'all, I ran into my friend Zaire. Man, they are a super dope, incredible artist. Y'all need to check out their work. Hey, we here vibing with Z in the house. Hey, no artist. Stop. We actually did a mural together back in 2020, but Z got these dope patches, and so they finally gave me one. I think I'm gonna put it on the back of the trench. Let me show y'all this. Ooh. Yes, and that's filthy, y'all. Like, it's the quality for me. Embroidered. Look at that. I gotta sew that bitch on. She about to hand stitch this on the back. Ooh, that's gonna be nice. She looking like a damn superhero. She gonna be... It's giving Wakanda. Y'all are gonna be ready for the Seattle summer, because that's the only time you should visit, okay? First of all, get on the newsletter so that you know what's gonna be popping down, but I'm putting y'all on game. Did I also tell y'all about this artist? Y'all, this is hand dyed by a local artist out here in Seattle. Her shop is called Tuesday. Hold on. Get the length. Get the length. Yeah, fix this. So editing Aramis doesn't get upset. Okay. So I first met her at West Seattle Summerfest, and there's so many local artists and artisans that do the different art festival and art markets around Seattle. So yeah, make sure y'all hop on a newsletter, because I'm gonna let y'all know where I'm gonna be out at. Nagara just left. It was a great studio visit. Guess what painting she picked for the show? Ooh, maybe I shouldn't tell y'all. Maybe we'll keep it on the low. I'm gonna keep it on the low. I'm gonna keep it on the low. She picked a piece that I absolutely love, and it has so many layers and so many different meanings to it. It was a part of a show before, and it's another opportunity for people to see my work and to see this particular piece that was extra special in the creation process. So, yes. Babe, these lights is going in on the action.
Probably put it up over your camera lens.
Oh, here. It's 3D, y'all.
It's not 3D.
It's 3D.
It's not.
Oh, but look, you can see it.
It's a filter.
It's a filter that's making it do that? Oh, that's dope. That's dope. But it makes it snowflakes.
Yeah, put it closer, then you don't gotta over here. You just do like that, and then you can do the whole tilt your phone. Yeah, there you go.
Wow. Wow. Not her with her Christmas sweater. Not her with her with her Christmas sweater. Y'all, like, when you in a marriage for years, it's the simple things. Okay? Ain't nobody trying to be fancy out here. We really not. But me and Andy had an incredible Christmas. I hope you all had fun. That's like a whole nother conversation. Maybe we'll talk more about it on the blogcast. But I did recently upload a blogcast episode, and part of that was snippets that I shared in this recent visual diary, and just sharing the real and the raw, y'all. But the other part that is available on the blogcast episode, I was talking about how the pandemic made me an introvert. Okay, like, y'all gonna have to listen to that, tune into that, because I have so many thoughts about it. But what I'm thinking now, I'm like, we entering a new year. Maybe by the time y'all see this, it'll be the new year. It would have been Christmas, the new year. Like, damn. Okay, happy new year. Okay, if it is the new year by the time you are seeing this. But I'm thinking, like, are we gonna be giving new year, new us, new style? She over here with the chalk pastels, you know, she's coloring, adult coloring. Do you know what I learned from the exercise? That it always comes back to painting for me. It always comes back to painting. And I think that as an artist, we can feel like, oh, well, let me, you know, experiment and try something new, which I think is great, and I think you should. I also think that, like, if you try that thing and you feel like, maybe this isn't for me, like, don't force it. Don't feel like, oh, if I'm this type of artist, then I need to have this sort of style, or like, I need to create this thing, you know? I'm just like letting go of so much of how my work is supposed to look or supposed to be, especially as I transition into more like gallery spaces, museums. Did I tell y'all about the MOHAI show? Oh, I did. June 3rd. Okay, June 3rd, mark your calendars. And so I'm like, ooh, well, you know, when you go in museums, you see this different style of art, and I'm just like, man, mine just really don't resonate with what they got up here. And then the other part of me is like, perfect. Great. Okay, it's time for change. Okay, like, ain't nobody trying to see the same old stuff out here, you know? And that's what I feel so excited about. I feel so grateful to have the clarity that what I'm doing is more than enough, and the way my style is, it's what is meant for me to put out into the world, because that's what feels good for me, that's what resonates with me. And so, of course, y'all, I'ma still keep playing, I'ma still keep vibing, because if anything, I really want to incorporate movement into my practice, maybe some singing, maybe some sound. We talked about that in a throat chakra video, you know. So I could definitely see myself entering this sort of multidisciplinary space and seeing what that looks like. But I'm also not about to force I'm not about to force experimentation for the sake of experimentation, you know, and I really enjoyed these color pastels, but I'm like, yeah, no, your girl is ready to pour some paint. Okay, the thing about acrylics is the pigment for me, it's the colors, it's the vibrancy, it's the boldness, you know. So that's what we are doing, y'all. I am super excited to bring into this new year with you. We got so many things on the horizon, but what I need you to do is come join me on January 2nd. That's when we go in live. Maybe I should push that back. Like, is that kind of really close? What's today? Are we gonna be able to get that out? I think we could do that. We could do that. Today is December 26th, so this is the day after Christmas. Your girl's back in the studio getting it. I don't know. Okay. What I do know is starting the she can't talk today, okay? First of all, she been drinking. Oh, me and Andy got so lit this past week. Okay, that's a whole nother. We actually didn't even get like wasted, but we was just drinking, okay, having ourselves a good old time. What I do know is that in the coming year, I want to vibe with y'all. I want to connect. I'm super excited to see y'all. So I'm gonna be making a consistent thing every first Monday of the month. We are gonna go live here right on YouTube. We're gonna do live painting, just like a paint and sip type vibe. I'm even thinking that I might even do these at home, in my home studio space. I'm getting that together too. It's gonna be a whole nother video, okay? But so that might either be here or at the studio, but you can definitely count on me. Every first Monday, we gonna be vibing out. So here are the dates you need to remember, okay? Boop. Doing my own sound effects. Look, it helps me in the editing process, okay? January 2nd is when we're going a public free YouTube live stream. We doing a paint and sip, not a paint and sip, what we doing? We setting our goals, okay? We're gonna talk about our goals, and then when we do the create date with the co-creators on January 8th, that's where the supernova and the nebula tier, that's where we're gonna be vibing out via Zoom, so I can see y'all face too. It won't just only be a one-way, it'll be a two-way, and that's January 8th with the co-creators, with the private community over there on Patreon. So of course, if you would like to be a part of that community and of course contribute to my expansion as a full-time independent Black woman artist out here, I would love for you to check out some of the info down there in the description and see if it will be a right fit for you. Y'all, thank you so much for another incredible year on YouTube. It has officially made year 2, and I'm looking forward to many, many more, and I will see y'all January 2nd. And remember, if you like this video, like it, and I'll see you all next week. Peace.
Let's have a toast to that. Let's have a toast for the